Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I am back to deliver this latest timeless collective channeled message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have answers. You can find those facts below the video in the description box and on the website. And let's pull the second of your alpha and omega messages. We pull them first and read them last. They put a pretty bow on everything that we'll talk about here. Okay. And so the following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by Spirit. And after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. We're going to start it off with the P and Q Oracle today. The cards designed by my grandchildren over the course of several years. Let's see, what is the message? I'll put one more shuffle down on the table, and then we'll see what comes out from the palm. How you doing? What a beautiful Sunday it is here in Las Vegas, and I have time available to sit and read and do the download. I'm so grateful. Life is beautiful, and I know that everybody's going through different challenges. That's part of life on earth. We chose them. They're here to empower us. So let's see what comes out of our message today. All right. From the PNQ Oracle, we're going to start with this one. It says, my room, I'm sleeping. This looks like Quentin's drawing. Okay. There's a lot of blue in this. A lot of blue. And it's bright, vivid blue. And so this is talking to, I get that, well, so this card is saying to me right now that, and this little orange over here in gold, yeah, it's saying to me that while you lay down to sleep, there's a whole lot of stuff on your mind. There is a lot of stuff on your mind and about desires. I'm hearing unfulfilled desires that have yet to be met. Okay, what else? And we have this avatar creature. He's got sunglasses on. So his eyes are really black. Okay. But I'm seeing it like sunglasses. And so what I'm seeing is like there's some focus on shadow aspects, focus on darkness. There's something about perception that is dark about, and this doesn't have to necessarily be you. It could be you. It could be about somebody else. Okay. But there's this person, and then this arrow on the head, I'm seeing it as red. So there's this person, there's something about their physical reality. And then look, they're wearing all blue again. So we have somebody who lays in their bed and then they think about all their desires. They get all these thoughts going. Okay. Their body is covered with the thoughts, but it's not in their mouth. I'm hearing it's not in their mouth. And there's a strong energy of physical security, health and well-being, financial security in that. Okay, let me see some more. Okay, and so it says a bad guy outside someone's house with lightning outside at night. But what this looks like is like a bunch of ideas and energy coming off of this person. So this is what they're physically. They stand there, they got their hands in their pocket. They might not be doing anything about all those thoughts that run through their mind. That's what I'm seeing. He's just kind of standing there waiting to see something. And the black in his eyes is now saying he hasn't seen it yet. But here's the thing. So it's like, while you're focused on what you want with the orange, with the desires, and you're thinking about it, you got all this internal conversation about it, there's not action being taken. And that is creating what I'm seeing in this, which is a cross current vibration. This is like a lot of chaotic thought, especially with this above the head. It's like, as this person is thinking, and I don't have it, I haven't seen it. And then so the universe is receiving that message and multiplying it and send it back. Okay. So the more there's focus on not seeing what the desired experience is and where you're not seeing it, the more that signal is reflected back to you through life experience. Okay. Let's see. Quentin drew this one as well, and it says basketball in the grass, dumb bat with a unibrow. It's a dumb bat with a unibrow. Okay. The unibrow is speaking to me. The unibrow that he drew there is saying again that it's the same, it's that cross current energy. And it's like the ball is in the grass. Are you going to pick it up or are you just going to stare at it? Okay. So the grass, the green, grass is green. That's heart chakra energy. So it's like, you got to play ball with what's in your heart. Somebody here is skipping over the heart. They're not looking at their heart. They're looking at their desires. They got a whole bunch of thoughts going through their head. But there's something here about having to play ball with what's in the grass, having to pick up the ball. So it's like what they're looking for, the desire is in there, is related to the heart, but they haven't been either willing to look at the heart or they won't go into how they feel about something. That feeling is what's, I'm hearing, what can align those thought vibrations that they're emitting and seeing multiplied in return to them. And then what do we have? It's again a Quentin from Quentin's drawing. And I'm noticing the date that I wrote on this card is an 11/11/21. So we have all these ones in it, right? And it says the top of a braided head. The top of a braided head. And I'm noticing half the page is colored in with the black scribble lines. The other half is open, and that's where the thoughts are. Okay. And then I'm seeing this reflection of energy over here and over here, a reflection of this energy. And then the blue is over part of the head again. And there's G's, GG, okay? Names with G, somebody's first and last name has a G in it. But there's this energy, and the blue comes over the mouth of this. So it's a braided, the top of a braided head. The braided head is showing me consciousness, entangled and intertwined consciousness, because your hair is your spiritual antenna. So there's something here about this person's consciousness is entangled, it's interweaved with a bunch of ideas, and then the focus of the eyes goes down towards, again, the darkness, giving me that energy there of looking at the dark spots. And again, these reflective energies are showing me it's being reflected back. It's like, again, it's repeating itself. And then with the blue, and the blue scribble that comes down over the mouth area, and then it's got like these, it's like energies darting out of the mouth. I'm not sure if you can make it out in the camera, but what I'm seeing is like they're speaking it out, speaking it out, speaking it out. So and there's this question here: are you speaking out blockages and challenges so much? Are you talking about blockages and challenges so much? Because from there, I'm here, it's nearly impossible to align with success and solutions. Okay. And that's interesting because this was almost a Sunday solutions reading. And it's like, no, we haven't done the download in a while. So let's do the download. And then it says somebody has 2 ice creams. So here we go. There's somebody, is that what's on their mind? Okay, because this is all red. This is all red. And so we have somebody with a big old smiley face, and they have 2 ice creams, and their ice creams are huge, and it's coming and going. They have ice cream. So there's this energy of like, there's somebody here who's looking at another person who seems to have it all. They have everything that they want. It's sweet, it's tasty, it's refreshing. Okay. And their life seems to be so stable. And because somebody is looking at another person so strongly and how they have it, and then themselves is not having, it's like that is creating a huge conflicting interest in somebody's energy field that is bringing them a whole assortment of multiplied reflections back in their physical experience. Okay, because so this is like looking at what you don't have, and what somebody else has is going to keep it outside and away from you. And then here we have the rainbow friends on a scavenger hunt for flowers. Okay. And then we have blind is green. Interesting. Blind, it says blind is green. I was like, so who are these people? Okay. It says blind is green. So blind is green. And we were talking about a person who doesn't want to look at their heart, at their feelings, at the emotional. It's like this person's got all these crazy ideas in their head, and it's linked to emotional experiences. They don't want to look at what those experiences are. And it says blue is king. Blue is king. And this is, again, the king. So the crown is here. So the crown is receiving information based off of what this person is talking about. And then blue's girlfriend is pink. Blue's girlfriend is pink. So again, so pink is talking to me about childhood energies, about childhood wounding, about youth and innocent times. Okay. And then the crown. So this, wow, the way I channel from the kids' drawings is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. So the pink one has a crown, just like the blue one has a crown. And so what that's telling me is that the perception of life was formed from some core memories that happened during early childhood. And I'm hearing abuses and challenges and stuff like that. But also that's what's been developed, and that's where all this speech is coming from. So somebody here, their thought patterns and their speech patterns have all, I think that's all of us, have so much influence from our childhood, right? Then we have purple is shy, and he's got these 4 legs. He almost looks like an octopus, but except for I see 4 legs. Okay, but it says purple shy. So the purple is related to the crown chakra actually for me. So it's like the crown chakra is not receiving all that it could. So this person is not getting all the divine inspiration and ideas that they could. And the thing that is blocking them out is that they're setting, it's like their setting that they've chosen is related to what had happened in their childhood. Now we have this pink flower, and it's on the opposite side of blue from the girlfriend. And so this pink flower, it's like there's beauty from that childhood that it's almost like they're tried to bury it. It's below his feet area. So it's giving me like he's tried to bury it in some sort of way. And then I'm looking over here is the red hack scientist. He made them all. Red is the hack scientist who made them all. So this hack scientist made all this red, and it's got some black in it. So this is looking a lot like this. So it's almost like he's recreating the same physical experience as he's perpetuating the same thought patterns, the same ideas, the same beliefs. And then we have orange is the fastest. Orange is the fastest. And the desire, that desire has a lot of momentum. And look how it's right below the blue. So there's something here about, I love this. There's something in the message today about being able to express from the desire, okay? Express from the desire, but it's like that desire needs clarifying. I'm hearing that desire needs clarifying because it's holding on to a lot of childhood pains and traumas, and then because of that, it's like those childhood pains and traumas are affecting the attainment of the desire, and they're affecting the attainment of the desire because the information that is being put out is skewed. It's skewed according to the perspective of, I'm hearing, of what was instead of what is possible and what is available. It's like, thank you. If today's physical 3D reality is the energetic dump that yesterday's point of focus and conversation and vibration took, then this is like recreating it on default because I'm not looking from a updated perspective. It's like you keep looking to change what is, but looking at what is makes what is happen again exactly the same as it was before. Okay. Wow. All right. So we need some tarot cards. Which tarot? Okay. I'm being shown to the Heart and Hands Tarot. So we need some tarot cards to get this message fully delivered for us today. This is the most important message. It needs to come out. This is a timeless reading. And it comes because I absolutely love and adore my brothers and sisters of humanity and love to see us all empowered and thriving in whatever we have come to do, because we all came to do different things. Ultimately, we all came to love and become more aware of that and increase our capacity for it. And it was not to suffer in life, but to enjoy our life. And so in being able to do it, it's like there's this idea that, if we can get over some of the past pains, or at least reconcile with them, understanding how they improved our path. Maybe we make better choices now because of what was. If we could just find some sort of reason to understand that it was all meant to be and it all serves a purpose, it's like discovering what the purpose is within what has been is super empowering for us, and it can help make what is and what has been our friend, is what I just heard. Because this is a group of friends. Thank you. It's a rainbow friends on a scavenger hunt for flowers. So they're all the different colors of the rainbow, and they're friends. Everything that has happened, the stuff in the past, the stuff in your heart, the stuff that you're shy about, the desires that you have, they're all working together in a cooperative energy. All working together in a cooperative energy to bring you through. And now this somebody has 2 ice creams. All of a sudden it looks super pink, and it's saying to me, yeah, this is where all the joy is in. I'm hearing healing the inner child, in healing the energies over the past, and healing the past pains. Healing energy huge with the pink color, and the heart, specifically heart healing. Okay. And so they're saying, in addition to this deck, that we should use the crystal healing cards. So we're going to grab those out real quick before we start pulling crystal reading cards. Okay. So yeah, I saw these as well for our reading today. All right. So before I shuffle those, I want to lay this spread out. So show me the situation, please, and thank you. What's the situation for today's download? Thank you. We have the 9 of Swords falling out. And this very much matches the energy that we've been talking about, because it is showing me like that overthinking, it's like processing. Okay. And Prince of Wands below, about actions taken, judgment on the heart. Okay. Yeah. Something in the heart needs to be settled. I'm hearing something in the heart needs to be settled. The Hierophant above, paying attention to life lessons, Taurus energy. We have the 4 of Cups. Somebody doesn't want to. Again, this is giving me the energy. Somebody doesn't want to look in their heart about what's right. Okay. We have the Moon outside of you. So this is a Pisces energy. There's some things that doesn't want to be looked at. Something you don't want to look at. Why? Because it hurts. 3 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. But this hurt that you don't want to look at is causing a repetitive cycle. It's repeating over and over again. It's on repeat and it's on hold. The Hangman, it will keep you in hold, in this holding in a holding position. Princess of Cups again. Okay, Princess Cup is about the soup. It's about the tea. It's about the energy from when you were young. For somebody, this was about your mother. Somebody here, oh God, that's so ugly. Why do I have to channel that? Because it's somebody's truth. Somebody's mother liked to burn them with the tea, the hot water, or the coffee. I just saw that. That was very sad. I didn't like that for you. But if it was part of your reality, I heard if nothing else, it taught you to be careful about hot liquids and to make sure you don't put them onto or around little children, or it's almost like you were responsible for making their coffee every day, and you got burned by it a few times because you was just a little kid. You should have never had that responsibility. I see, though, in this energy, somebody, whether it's you or somebody who's close to you, who acts impulsively to run away from feelings, that are deep, that are hurt. They don't want to see it. They don't want to see it at all. But these feelings is what keeps their current unpleasant experiences perpetuating. It's like it keeps it going. So it's like, what is this pain in your heart that you don't want to look at? Okay, what is the pain in the heart you don't want to look at? Is that what? No, not with this deck. What deck do I ask that? What is it? Okay, the True Emotional Oracle. Thank you. That's beautiful. Okay, so there's a pain in the heart that somebody doesn't want to look at. Let's take a card from the True Emotional Oracle and see if they'll help us discover what is that. Because I want to know what is that. Because what it's doing is causing the 9 of Swords energy in the experience. It's causing anxiety. It's causing fear. It's causing sleepless nights. It's causing nightmares. I heard nightmares. It's causing, and it's like this an agreement. It's like as long as this synergy sits in your energetic field, it's not moved. It's still there. It's still attracting, because in this 9 of Swords, there's sort of a handshake. There's this embrace of hands, and it's like the universe is meeting you with what you're bringing to the table, or this person. And it's like there's so many tears at the bottom of these swords. It's surrounded by tears, and it's just like more tears and more tears keep coming. As long as this agreement is in place, somebody's got to release himself from this energy, and the only way to release from this energy is to focus it upon it and raise the vibration of it. So let's see if we can help raise the vibration on this energy. But I want to know, where did it start? What is the root of this Nine of Swords energy, so that it can be addressed? If we can find the root, we can address it. So let's see, what is this root of this Nine of Swords energy that is causing all these side effects and this fear, worry, and sleepless nights? Closing this cycle is the root. Okay, well, that's good. But what's this one? Karmic ties. Okay, karmic ties and closing the cycle. So you are closing the cycle of karmic ties. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck. It says ghosted, off and on, hot and cold, and detached. Okay. Again, with the hot energy, I know it says hot and cold, but I'm getting like somebody was burned by the coffee. Somebody was burned by the hot tea. Somebody was burned by the hot water. Somebody was burned by something. And this really stuck. Okay. It was a karmic tie. For somebody, this was a karmic tie to a parent, to a parent, or to a parent. Okay, it's like if you understood that your parent came into life to show you a bunch of stuff that you should not repeat, that you shouldn't make your, oh no, really? I just picked up on the energy of somebody here who self-abuses. It's like you got so used to being burned every morning, so every morning you give yourself a little jolt with a little burn because it feels normal, because it feels right. You don't have to do that to yourself. And is this burn literal, or is it, I'm hearing both. For some of you, you burn yourself emotionally as you wake up in the morning. It's like you start your day off with some negative mentality and that kind of, yes, because remember, in this one is sleep in the bed sleeping. It's like before you even open your eyes, somebody here's pattern has been to really like burn themselves. It's like a negative self-talk, negative self-perspective. You ain't shit type of stuff going on in your head, and those things aren't necessarily true, but they're going to look like they're true as long as this is the vibration and the point of focus for you. They're saying you it's like stabbing yourself all over with ideas that are, so there's a lot of negative self-talk going on in this situation, and it has something to do with the situation from the past, from childhood, from youth. Okay, inner wounding. I'm hearing first love energies, right? Where there was a lot of sorrow, and that somewhere that sorrow is still being held on to, and therefore it's recreating in the physical experience. Show me the Nine of Swords. What is this Nine of Swords, please? Why do we have this fear and anxiety and worry? And I'm hearing self-loathing. I heard self-loathing in this situation. Black tourmaline, and it's protection, and it's in reverse. Somebody's wherever they should have been protected, they didn't ever feel safe. They didn't ever feel protected. So now they walk around in a victim mentality. I'm also getting the energy of somebody else who was always protected, but never recognized it, never realized it. They were so protected. And then they just, it's like they went outside of the protection. It's like somebody was so protected. So I'm seeing two people. One person was left to be very independent, and they didn't have a lot of protection. So this person had to learn how to protect themselves. I see another person who was babied, coddled, and protected all the way through. And then, this things change in this person's life. They never acknowledge or recognize the protection that they have. And then now, like, everything is falling into all this. I'm hearing all this chaos because whoever or whatever was protecting them, I'm hearing, has withdrawn their protection. Interesting, has withdrawn their protection. For some, this is because that person is no longer physically on the earth. It does feel like it's a person. It doesn't feel like it's the divine. But the thing is, the person who was receiving this protection never acknowledged it, never received it, never recognized it, and they didn't learn how to do it themselves. They kept looking for somebody outside of them to do it. Interesting. So let me see this Prince of Wands here, which is giving me impulsive behaviors, doing things without thinking. I'm hearing erratically. And we have past life. So there's somebody here who is repeating a past life cycle right now. They have opportunity to address this, but they're not yet. So why is judgment in their heart space? Show me judgment. Again, this is telling me like until they address those feelings, the freedom that they're looking for won't come. Yeah, new beginnings. If they would address these feelings, so some of you who are closing the cycle, you have addressed these feelings. That's what's changing it. You had to address a situation that was repetitive in your life. Some of you don't even realize like this was from past life energy. Okay, so let me see. And a lot of you, if you don't vibe with past lives, because I always see like early stages of life. You are a whole different being, so it's from that. And for a lot of you, it's both. The Hierophant above you is gratitude. Again, didn't I just say somebody didn't realize how protected they were? It's like entitled, like the entitled person that's always had, like they don't appreciate what they have. Somebody has always had protection. Somebody has always had care. Somebody has always had coddling and provisions and stuff. And they have, it's like they're spoiled fucking rotten to where they didn't appreciate what they had, and then it's removed, but there's something in their heart that if they could look at it, they would have a new beginning. And I see in you, like you learn to be grateful for all the life lessons. I see in your heart you have freed yourself from this past life cycle. You close the cycle down with some karmic ties. The person I'm talking about is probably somebody who is related to your karmic cycle. Show me the Four of Cups. What is the Four of Cups here? I heard you, instead of looking at those three glasses that are empty, you're looking at your glass, which is full. You know what I'm saying? Everything is perspective. And it's like somebody else looks at the glasses and all they see is emptiness. And you look at the glasses and you see fullness. And you trust in your spirit. You trust in your spirit. And this is a beautiful thing. Let me see. In your environment, you have the moon with healthy body. Okay, so you may not know what's out there, but you know how to make healthy choices. You listen to your body. You listen to your energy. And you make healthy choices for yourself. Let me see. The Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords outside of you? Because the healer. Yeah, there's this energy here where anywhere where you're connected to this person and you've done the work to close the cycle, it's like you leave their healing in their hands. So there's something here about, for a long time while you were maintaining this karmic cycle, it was about you trying to heal them, trying to take over the healing, trying to be the provider of the healing. Because again, remember, we're dealing with somebody whose vibration is, you got to take care of me, you got to dote on me, you need to provide for me. So I see that like in your journey, you realize like this. I heard, I'm so over this. When you're dealing with this entitled person who is spoiled, who's accustomed to somebody come take care of me, it's like you found the lesson in it, you let it go, and now you leave their healing and their emotional healing in their hand. You can't heal what happened in the past by yourself with another person. You can heal it for yourself by yourself. But if it's going to be healed with another person, both parties got to be party to it. Let me see this Eight of Pentacles in their headspace. You work. It's like you work. So you fix the relationship healing. This is what they need. This person needs some relationship healing. There's somebody here in your experience that needs some relationship healing. You can't protect them from their feelings. You can't protect them from their self. They could want you to, because this person is very entitled. They're used to somebody else doing stuff. They're looking, I'm hearing looking in all the wrong places. Okay, let me see this Hangman. This person is it's like they're being held in this repetitive cycle until they heal relationships. This repetitive cycle is there as their teacher. It's there to teach them. I see having to let go and let the universe do what it's going to do. Flexibility with Brazilianite at the bottom of the deck is saying you've had to change your approach. You had to change your rhythm in this. You had to change your response. Okay, let's get some what the frequency energy in this reading. What the frequency is going on here in this situation. What can you show us? What detail can you give about this Nine of Swords that was at the center of the reading? What is connected to and why it's here? Show me what the frequency, please. What the frequency is going on here? What else can you show me? A great idea. I heard a great idea. I see it there. Okay, and it says a great idea. Interesting. So here's a great idea you've got. All of you, and I love you. Okay, so there's something here. There is something here about this ability to see the self, the way you're viewed. Okay, live you, about your livelihood and the way you live, and loving. That has something big in this energy. That's pretty interesting. And it's like, where whatever is going on with that, it's like self-view is huge. It's like you're closing out this cycle, your healing that has happened, and your self-protection, because you realize in this energy, anywhere where you were connected to this person, it was holding that vibration in resonance with you. And it's like you wanted to shift this. When you realize that, you realize what karmic ties you had to cut, and then that made it, I'm hearing, that much easier. All right. I am being called to pull from the Starseed Oracle message for you to go with the download. And so let me get some shuffles on this real quick. Yeah, this all of you is all a play on words, a play on sounds and phonics, and it's like it all applies. I'm hearing it all applies. So there's this idea of not casting it outside, not making it anyone else's responsibility. You had a great idea to realize that it was all of you, and it was all of you. Ha! And I'm seeing another one to add in there. Okay. I'm gonna do this right here in front of you. And then I saw this. Okay. All a view. Okay. All of you. All of you. It was all a perspective. It was all a perspective. The great idea is you realize it was all a perspective. It was all of you. It was all a point of view, and it was all of you. It's like realizing that these people in your life, whoever this person was, it was all of you. It was something about you. You were resonant with it. You're not anymore. You don't have to protect it. You don't have to take care of it. No matter how entitled they feel, you don't have to do it for them. You showed up to teach them how to find some gratitude, how to create a new emotional start, a new beginning by tapping into those emotions and trusting in the spirit, and showing how that you can grow, and you can flow, and you can transmute, and you can overcome. And that was hugely significant in this, and necessary. I'm hearing and necessary. So I just see like somebody here dealing with physical health issues, and it has to do with because they need to heal their heart, and the ideas in their thoughts are repetitive, and they're based off of wounded relationship issues. And then it's like this energy is there to teach them. You trust that somehow what they need to know will be delivered to them as it was delivered to you. And you know that a lot of that journey came internally, so you allow space for that to happen. But you also know that as far as you're concerned, you owe no one suffering. You don't have to repeat this cycle anymore. Okay. And you had decided to protect your own energy and protect your own experience. Okay. In this energy. And they're saying it's not selfish, because you can't be here to do anything if you allow yourself to be compromised. I just heard it says forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And that's exactly what you're doing. Like you're showing this person and how to get into a new energy, how to do something different, how to get out of the old cycles. Yeah. An activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led, trust coming out right here. So you trusting in the universe, trusting in how you're led to move on this planet, trusting and the actions that you take. This took a lot of time for you. I feel like this took a lot of time for you to get to this point in your self-awareness journey. And self-awareness is huge in this energy here. Self-awareness of how you are resonating and vibrating that was attracting experiences to you with this person and others in your life, but it was all related to something from the past, impulsive actions that you took in the past, doing things, and I'm getting immature things in the past. Teenage years, early 20 years, some things that happened in the past were affecting how things were unfolding now, and it's related to some emotional ties to some stuff. When you realize that, that's what help you cut these ties. That's what help you get out of this energy. That's what help you transmute it. Let's get your alpha and omega messages. It says 8 of action. There's so much going on right now that it may feel overwhelming to you. And yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time, even if it feels like life is challenging. If you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. And what I'm seeing with this is like, is as you have these realizations, it's a call to action. The travel that you're to undertake in this is very much emotional travel and mental travel. It's like getting into a different energy. Just like when you physically catch that plane and you go somewhere else, the climate is different, the energy is different, the people are different, the structures are different. So that's what you're doing. You're creating new structures, new energy, new people will be in your life, in a new place, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, as a result of all of this healing that you've been doing, and looking at where those repetitive cycles continue, and then being brave enough to start a new path and start a new trend in your life. Okay, let me see your final alpha and omega message. It says, dearest you, we need you to know that you can change things miraculously for you and everyone and make things right. It's never too late. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from the burden of an old story, one in which you were a victim of someone else's actions or your own. You don't need to carry this around. You can set yourself free. Even advocating for good because of this experience requires your forgiveness to be effective. Forgiveness is never about condoning things that were done. It's about letting yourself off the hook from carrying the burden. Resentment and hurt are like viruses that spread to others, and that is the opposite of what you really desire, right? Imagine what your life would be like without the burdens that you carry when you do not forgive. You can do it. Everyone over here believes in you and adores you. And I heard there's no need to explain how that ties into the message, because there couldn't have been a more perfect postcard from Spirit to go with everything that was said here. And I heard, yeah, rewind that whole thing. It's like, you got to watch this video 2 or 3 more times. I don't know who you are, but you got to watch this video 2 or 3 more times, because the message here that was delivered was exactly what you needed to hear. Who is this in your life that you thought was the reason and the cause that you kept carrying this victimization burden? You kept carrying this problem until you finally realized it and released it, okay? And they might still be stuck there. You might not know where they're at. And even if you don't know where they're at, they're probably still stuck there. That's the energy that's showing on the table. The fact of the matter is, you don't have to hold on to it, because holding on to that is just keeping you in opposition to your true desire. So with all that being said and done, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you, the golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours, and of course, me and mine. Until next time, 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.